Now, Public Works and Infrastructure Minister Sihle Zikalala has issued a stern warning to construction companies who rob the state and perform poor work or no work at all. He says they will face blacklisting and being barred from doing business with the state. Well, today he toured an unfinished multi-million correctional service centre in the Free State, as well as a police station. It's also been reported that the Department of Public Works plans to recoup the money spent on the failed Beitbridge border gate project. A multi-million rand fence built in 2020 led to outrage because of its poor quality. Not much of that still standing reportedly today. To discuss, we're joined by Public Works Minister Sihle Zikalala. Minister, thank you for being with us. May we start with the Beitbridge gate? We hear of so many tenders when the people with huge projects just don't deliver. In this case, will there be accountability?
Definitely, there will be accountability. This was the money allocated from the taxpayers, and we're not going to allow that it goes down the drain. Those companies, the two companies that are involved, have already been taken to arbitration, and the court judgment was that they should refund the department at least between 14 and 16 million. They tried to appeal that. We are working to ensure that we oppose that appeal. Internally, we are also continuing with disciplinary actions. But we expect that the state also, on the other side, law enforcement organs, will ensure that criminal actions are taken against those who were involved.
Okay, so you may get some money back, but it's less than half. I think it was 40 million rand, the price tag for the fence. How do you ensure that these two companies never do business with the state again?
We've then taken up the matter with Treasury. We applied for blacklisting of these companies. And we will ensure, because Treasury came back to us with requiring more information, which was since provided them. We believe that they don't deserve to do any work of government in any sphere in South Africa. This is not about the two companies, but all companies that rob the state and all of those who don't do work as expected.
All right, so you're dealing with Treasury. I mean, why isn't this easy if somebody has performed such poor work on such a big project? I remember years ago, Minister Pravin Gordhan saying that there were companies doing business with the municipality, doing a bad job, but then they could get a tender with the province. The idea was a central database. So you're saying blacklisting is possible, but it's a process.
Yes, as you are saying, the national database for companies to do business with government is with Treasury. So we have to blacklist them so that they are blacklisted from that database and ensure that they don't participate in public procurement in any sphere of government going forward. This is a process that we must follow, and we will ensure that it is followed procedurally so that even these companies don't get the loophole to appeal this process.
So, Minister, this is all good and well, but it's pretty hard to walk back when projects have failed. Look at the cholera outbreak in Hammanskraal. There was a failed tender there for the Rooiwal wastewater treatment plant. How do you ensure that tenders are actually done properly the first time?
Yes, we have to engage with CIDB, which prescribe the level of companies that must tender for a specific job. But what we've observed is that a number of these companies will, in terms of the paper and their bank balance, qualify. But you will find that these will be just records. When they start to work, and then they will fail because they will mismanage funds. And then others will get liquidated, or we will be compelled to terminate contracts. And all of these are things that talks to systems that must be strengthened, even if to ensure that right from the beginning, the companies pledge some funds in advance. better than what we are seeing. A day before yesterday, we went to Paris, and then we went to Bloemfontein police station. In Paris, we saw the correctional services center there. It remained incomplete, and the police station is not yet completed. In Bloemfontein police station, 3 contractors have been procured, and 2 of them failed. And now we have to get this last one, who is now trying to work and complete the project.
Minister, we haven't even got to public works or infrastructural projects that are dealt with well, they're constructed well, and then there's sabotage down the line. Sabotage becoming increasing in prominence in South Africa. Is that something that keeps you up at night?
It is worrying. This construction mafia that is all over now needs to be cracked down. We don't want to see any project disrupted. We continue to pledge our commitment to ensure that people who want to enter the construction industry are assisted and supported to play their role. But we cannot allow people to go to construction site to disrupt or extort money from project leaders. We want to ensure that if there is transformation and empowerment, it is done legally through processes that are clear and above board. We applaud the work done by the police, as we have seen some arrests taking place in some of the areas. The Durban Magistrate Court, I think some were trying to invade that construction site. They were then arrested. We would want to see more of such actions taking place so that this tendency will come to an end.
All right, we have to leave it there. A whole can of worms to talk about in the future as well. Public Works Minister Sihle Zikalala.